So the continuation part of VMware tutorial series. So today we are going to talk about VMware networking. So let's connect to the VMware environment. I'm logging here with the vCenter SSO login. If you see here in the VMware vSphere inventory, so you will see there is a network. So this network will manage all the each ESX hours in the vCenter data center. Now, if we click here and expanding about the data center HYD lab, here VM network is there. So in this VM network, whatever the VMs you created, the VMs will be connected. So practically, I'll show you how the VMware network is configured and what are the options are there, and that I will show you very detailed information in this video. Let's take example VMware ESX server, the network, how it will be. So example, you can see here, this is a once we creating the VMware ESX server, automatically VM network will get created. You don't want to do anything here. Automatically VM network will get created. So basically VM network is two parts. VM network is two parts. So that I'll show you first. So you want to see the detailed information about the ESX server. You can see this VMware ESX server under the data center and go to the networks. You can see here VM network option. This is a standard network. This is a standard network. So if you go to the another option, distributed switcher, this feature is only available in the vCenter. So parallelly, I'll connect the ESX server directly. Parallelly, I will connect the ESX server directly here. I'll show you. So then you can clearly understand how it was showing. If you go to the networking, there's a two things will be there, VM network and management network. So now this diagram, whatever I'm creating here, this is VM network. Another one is management network. Management network. These are the two networks will be available. So what is the purpose of VM network is whatever the virtual machines we creating in the ESX server, each virtual machine will get created. Okay, each virtual machine will get connected to this particular VM network. Okay, the VM network is nothing but it is kind of switch, software switch. So Suppose this is a VM, it will get connected like this. So any virtual machines you created in the ESX server, the ESX server VM network will communicate to the virtual machine. What is the benefit is the VM will be communicating to another VM, okay, and VM will be communicating to outside of the ESX server. The VM network will help. If VM network is down, the VMs will not able to communicate each other. It will never down, but I'm just giving a heads up. So this is called VM network here. So now I'm going to click on the VM network. So this is a detailed information about the VM network. The left side, this is the VM ports. So in these ports, VMs are getting connected. So green color and white color, if machines are power on, it will be showing green, that means connected. White means the machine is power off, it is not connected. Any instance, that means any virtual machine, number of adapters minimum is 1. So maximum depends on the server what you configure here. And this particular switch will be communicating to physical adapter. Why? So this one end, this virtual machine is connected, and another end NIC card will be there, network, okay, adapter. Okay, the network adapter is there. The network adapter is there in this particular server. This network adapter will get communicated. So what is this network adapter? What is a network adapter? See, this is a server, right? This is a server. The server backside, this LAN cables are getting connected, right? That is called network card. So that network card will get connected. So this network card is communicating to external. This network card will be connecting to external. Remaining servers able to communicate each other. If network card is failed, okay, this communication will get failed. So only internal communication is possible, but we're not able to manage it. So this is called uplinks. This is called uplinks. Okay, physical adapter. Physical adapter. Either one adapter, either two adapters, depends on your system configuration you can configure. Minimum 2 in your real-time environment, maximum 4 they will configure. By default, this switch name is vSwitch 0. I told you, virtual switch. This is a virtual switch. This virtual switch, okay, this virtual switch, different types of configurations are available, like a virtual switch basic details. In the basic details, maximum transmission unit is 1500. There are ports, these are the ports, right? These ports will be connected. 3920 ports are available. So right now 3920, few ports are using, remaining ports are 3914 ports are available. What is a connectivity protocol inside the server? That is called CDP, Cisco Discovery Protocols. Cisco Discovery Protocols, it is working here. How many VMs are attached? Only 3. and one is active. Beacon interval, that means connectivity interval 1. That's a very good connection. Coming here in the NIC teaming policy, this is called network adapter. This network adapter is connected to the switch. Yes. Reverse policy and failback. So these are the policy types. With that help, internal to external, external to internal, able to communicate each other. These settings will be managed by your network team. NIC teaming means grouping of network adapters in a single group. That is called NIC teaming. So right now only one network adapter is there. NIC teaming is not connected. This is a security policies. Internal and external traffic based on these policies are communicated, and they will be following the rules when anybody is connecting the instances. This will be managed by security team. So shaping policy is not required. When you click on edit settings, so these all options are available. If you want to modify, you can modify here. I told you, if you have any uplink, if you want to add, you can add here. So right now only one uplink adapter is available. So go back to the networking. So this type of VM network switcher, if you want to create one more, so right now this is only one switch is there. This is a virtual switch. By default only one virtual switch is there. This is called standard switch. So I told you, this is the only standard switch is there. Distributed switch only available in the vCenter server. So standard switch is only managing the single ESX server. Like here, this is entire standard switch only managing this ESX server. Distributed switch is available in the vCenter. It will manage all the ESX servers in the vCenter group. Understand? So this is a basic level of communication and connectivity network settings. So even if you want to create an additional network standard switcher, you can give the name, new switch name. What is the new switch name? vSwitcher 0 already is there. You can give vSwitcher 1 and click add here. See, vSwitch 1 I created. In the vSwitch 1, again, so this is the base requirement is that there is no port groups. There is no physical adapters. So I don't have any physical adapter to configure here. If you have a physical adapter, we can connect this. So why we are managing this type of multiple switches? If you have different projects within the same ESX server, we can segregate the different virtual switch and you can separate network, you can create it. Example, 40 missions you created, 20 missions for one project, 20 missions for one project. Yes, we can create it. Maybe 20 missions for development, 20 missions for production. We can segregate. vSwitch 0 is for testing or development. vSwitch 1 is for production. Understand? I'll give you a minute. Can you please go with your questions one by one? Good, no questions? Now coming back, vSwitch 0. vSwitch 0 is a physical adapter, right? So basically in the networking concept, so here port groups are there. Each switch has a port groups will be there. One is VM network, another one is the management network. Coming back here, This is entire, this is a virtual switch 0. This is entire, this is a V switch 0. This is entire V switch 0. Okay. This is entire V switch 0. Now let's talk about management network. What is the use of management network? Management network, which is used to, okay, which is used to manage the ESX server with the help of VM kernel port. So in the VM kernel port is a main port which is assigning IP address to the ESX server, and by this IP address we are able to communicate each other. So now the IP address we created, right? And we given, what is it? 192.168.1.101. So this IP address will be assigned to the VM kernel management network. With this IP address only we are able to communicate vCenter. We are able to communicate with the browser, and we are able to create the VMs and managing here. The management networks are very, very important. If it is down, we are not able to manage the ESX server. So guys, this is a overall ESX server network settings. So as of now, explain the concept. For single ESX server, okay, standard switch, standard vSwitch configuration I explained. Standard vSwitch configuration I explained. Okay. If everybody is okay, I'll go to the distributed virtual switch explanation. I'll go to distributed virtual switch explanation. I'll go.
Hello, Rajesh. Jankit here.
Yes, please.
Yeah, my question is there any limitation of connecting the VMs with the VM network? Like how many machines we can connect?
I told you, that if you go to management networking section, VM network, if you go here, there's a edit settings. Sorry, where is that? Somewhere else I explain about number of virtual machine ports. Where is that? Yeah, here 3920. So 3920 means this many ports are available. You can connect your VMs.
Okay, okay. So 3920 machines we can able to connect, right?
That many ports are available. That's maximum number of your machines is allowed here. But your server RAM,
Oh,
CPU, okay, that we need to support, right? If you're creating the 3920, okay,
yes, yes, yes.
okay, maybe why this much of ports are there? If some projects, one server, two network adapters we will create. Some server, four network adapters creating for load balancing purpose. In this channel, these ports we can utilize it. Normally, a physical routers, okay, physical switches, okay, Cisco switches. If you see here, 12 pins, sorry, 8 pins, 16 pins, 32 pins, 64 pins, 128 pins, the maximum ports are available. Okay. So after that, there is no maximum capacity. But virtually 3920. It's a good thing, right? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Any other question? So let me go to the networking and virtual switch. This virtual switch, go to remove. I don't want that. Okay. Next. Let's talk to the distributed switch. By default, there is no distributed switch. This distributed switch in your environment, if you have a multiple ESX servers are managing through vCenter, in the vCenter console, okay, we will create a distributed switch. Same way like this. Same way we are creating. Like this we are creating. Okay. This is DV switch. Distributed virtual switch. So in the distributed virtual switch, okay, in the distributed virtual switch, with a single virtual switch, we can manage multiple ESX servers. So all VMs we can create here. So individual standard switch, what we discussed, now this completely it is managing under vCenter. The benefit is instead of managing individual each standard switch in 10, 20, 30 ESX servers in the vCenter model. So if a vCenter has a multiple ESX server, we can create only one distributed switch. All VMs we can migrate here. That's easy to manage your environment. So this is called distributed. So distributed switch only available in the vCenter. More than one ESX server is required if you want to create. Let's go here. Create a new distributed switch. So a distributed switch is not able to create. Go to the network. So in the network, VM network, summary, monitor, permissions, host, only one host is there. Will you able to create a distributed switch? No. Okay, not at all possible. So here is a network, here is a distributed. So we need to create a additional network when we are adding multiple ESX servers. So this much of basic knowledge is required to manage your VMs, the servers in on-prem VMware environment. On-prem VMware environment for everyone. Thank you very much.